Good morning. I'm here at CVent Connect, which is an intercontinental hotel near the O2 in London's East End. You can see Canary Wharf behind me. We're here to talk about event-led growth, which is a concept which Cvent are pushing really to focus on their technology and how it enables best-in-class B2B marketing right now. So great agenda today, lots of things to talk about. They've got some research in terms of how event-led growth is working and impacting on marketing. We've seen it very strongly at B2B marketing through the entries to the B2B Marketing Awards. Events are absolutely critical in B2B right now, probably more so than they have been ever before. It's strange that in this digitally obsessed world, we seem to be leaning into events more and more. So really fascinated to talk to people and hear what they've got to say about how events is shaping and evolving as part of the B2B marketing mix. So let's talk to some people and find out what they've got to say. So Camille.
Hi, Joel.
And you're over for CVent Connect from Los Angeles.
I am happy to be here in London.
You're doing amazingly well with jet lag.
My goodness, you're too kind.
Well, you're looking great. We just presented just now, you and I. It was great because we never met. We were presenting on the same stage at the same time. That was an experience, wasn't it?
It was. It feels like I've known you for years, though. I must say, you have a very familiar energy.
And to take that as a compliment. But the topic of our session and the kind of theme underlining a lot of what's going on today is around event-led growth. Yeah. So tell us about that as a notion. You explained it beautifully there in the sessions.
Yeah. So, we define event-led growth as a go-to-market strategy that uses events as a primary customer acquisition and retention channel.
Okay.
Yeah. And what we're seeing is really incredible. We recently surveyed over 1,000 marketers to understand how they're deploying events as a marketing channel. And 72% said that events are their most effective marketing channel, which is incredibly validating when you think about the power of event-led growth.
So you and I, been involved in events for a long time, and that in some ways doesn't surprise us, but it does feel like events are really coming into focus right now, aren't they?
Yeah.
And Reggie, the CEO, this morning was saying it's because of the digital content, right? And I completely buy into that because there's so much digital stuff out there. So I guess it's the power of it today. It's about meeting people, right?
Absolutely. I think there are two primary reasons why people attend events. I think one reason is that they are seeking some kind of education. They want to learn something new. They're trying to expand their knowledge base in some way. And I think the second reason is that they are looking to connect with people who feel like peers to them or, connect with a community. And there is really no replacement for that in-person connection today. And I think as Reggie talked about, especially in this incredibly hyper digital era that we're living in, now fueled and powered or altered, whatever word you want to use, by AI, I think, I'm so excited to see events finally getting the recognition they deserve as really being able to be powerful growth levers for organizations.
And it's great that CVent's built out that framework to show what it could be, what it should be. Because the danger, and so much happens historically in B2B marketing and sales, is that you have random active events, right? Events that aren't really done on a whim of somebody, sometimes the sales team. I'm not pointing any fingers, but sometimes the sales team. And they're not connected to anything, not connected to revenue growth, and they're not strategic. So this is, I guess, what you're trying to do this is the strategic growth. This is what it could and shouldn't look like.
Yeah, and when you don't have that strategy in place, you get into this really vicious negative cycle, right? Where you are investing in events that aren't working. And then you have leadership and finance questioning, why are we investing in events? And whenever I hear someone say that, my first question is, well, are you investing in the right events? Are you targeting the right people?
Yeah.
Are you delivering the right message or the right content? Yeah. Because there's so much that goes into an event's success. But I think, as you kind of said it, if you don't have that strategy, then, really, it's a violent saying, but shooting yourself in the foot.
Absolutely. If you start with the wrong, not clarity of intention and not clarity of objectives and means to get there, funnily enough, you're probably not going to be very successful. And then everyone's going to be questioning why you did it in the first place.
Exactly.
So start off on the right foot, be strategic. That's the message.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Camille, it's lovely to meet you. Thanks so much.
Likewise, Joel. Thank you for having me.
So here with Giles from the think tank. Hi, Giles. Hi, Joe. How are you? I'm very good, thank you. I saw you in my session earlier on. That was really good. And we are here at the Cvent Connect event. And it's all about event-led growth and how events fit into the marketing strategy. How are you seeing that with your clients? Are events important for your clients right now?
Yeah, I think so. I think they're becoming more and more important since lockdown and COVID. And
we're seeing sort of a move away from the digital events. I think there's a bit of fatigue in digital, and there's a lot of content out there in the space at the moment, makes things very congested. So people are really trying to get back in touch and FaceTime with their clients, and it's great to see, and that can take its shape of all sorts of types of events from big to small. And I guess you're trying to plan them into broader integrated campaigns, right? So they're never just one-off events, they're a part of a strategy. Yeah, I think that's the main thing, isn't it? So that it's not people doing events for events' sake, it's part of a strategy. I think one of the things someone said earlier, which was really good, was that the decision-making unit has grown a lot in the last few years. And now events really need to be aligned to different personas so that you get the really good content to the right people. Might mean events are quite small because you're specifically targeting one persona, but it means the value is really high. So who's Joe from Bray Leno Events? Hi, Joe.
Nice to meet you.
Lovely to see you here.
Hi.
We've Bray Leno are partners of B2B Marketing, one of the biggest B2B marketing agencies in the world, but the UK certainly. Yeah. But you're involved in the events division particularly.
Yes.
So today is all right up your street, isn't it, presumably?
Yes, absolutely. And yeah, love CVent. This is the third time I've been here.
Right.
Yeah, love it. So back. All I do is events. So I'm obviously going to say that events is the most important part of any strategy. But I think, like anything in a marketing campaign, it's one touch point in a kind of a bigger picture. Yeah. Obviously, we think it's the most important thing. Yeah. But I think unless you've got familiarization with your customers, have familiarization with your brand before they get there, it's not going to be an effective strategy for you at all. So there's a lot of work that needs to happen. A lot of work needs to be doing. Yeah.
But I don't know about you, I'm finding it feels to me like there's an awful lot. There are loads of events going on. I feel like there's more events happening at the moment now than I feel like ever happened before. There might just be a subjective judgment because events are very much in fashion right now. They're the marketing tool that's resonating.
I mean, we love to be in vogue. Everyone's bored about talking kind of post-pandemic, but what we are, needing to talk about at the moment is the world that we're living in AI. There's a real craving to have in-person realness. Yeah. Events can't be faked. That connection, that conversation, that's what it's all about. I think we find that, often content drives people to an event, but it's the connections that keep people engaged, keep people in the communities and keep people coming back.
And